Hi, welcome to Similar But Different, the podcast. Let's do that again. Okay. But I'm getting all the benefits.
Without having to pay.
Right.
Yeah, they screwed me. And then I found a bunch of friends that I was different from. I think I'd like the gram more if I got hit up in my DMs.
Okay, this should probably end. Hi, welcome to Similar But Different. I'm Rachel.
And I'm Jen.
Hey, Jen.
Hey, Rach.
How's it going, my little elf?
I know, I'm the cutest little elf.
Oh, you look adorable.
Thank you for this wonderful hat to make me feel so cute.
You're welcome.
Oh,
I am a Christmas potato.
you look like the epitome of a couch potato. But during the holiday times when everyone wants to be couch potatoes
Exactly. Skylar got this for me a few years ago. I always refer to it as my cozy, but
My
it's
cozy.
called the comfy.
Well, then why would you
And-
butcher its name?
I don't know.
The
But
Comfy's
yeah,
a good name.
I will regularly just like sit on the couch like this.
You were
and-
full red too, and I'm full
Yeah.
green.
And it's so nice.
Yeah.
And it's fleece.
When you first put it on, I was like, that's too big. And then it's like, oh
But
no.
this is what it's for.
Mhm.
That's what
It's
I
like
said.
a
I said it's like a blanket
hoodie
that is
blanket.
a sweatshirt.
It's comfy.
Yeah, and it does have a hood. So
Uh,
would you say it's no, you're right. You had the name right. It is
It's
a comfy.
comfy.
I always just want to call it a cozy. Okay.
Oh.
Before we dig in, I just want to shout out citizen Haley. She sent me this awesome mug as a Christmas present.
Love it.
It says, and people probably won't be able to read that, but in my podcast era. And then it has my name on the other side.
Yeah, Haley, I'm a little jealous, but great gift.
Well, one, I think
gift.
I've mentioned Haley in an episode as being an elite gift giver.
Elite gift. That is elite.
Mhm. And because she is elite, and I knew you'd feel jealous about my mug, I did bring this for you that she also included in her package. Rachel
I get
and Jen. Well, both of us, but I haven't opened
It said
it yet.
and Jen, which
You
means
want to
me.
pop that bad boy open?
So okay. Oh shit. I hope this is a ticket for audio to be fixed.
Well,
You know, like
that
a redeemable ticket.
her husband will be helping us with that.
Holy shit!
What is it?
They're stickers.
Gosh.
I can't open it. I'm flailing here. Oh my! I can't.
And they say similar but different.
And the
Haley.
best font too.
That's amazing.
And
I think that's like a similar font that we use on our
Yeah,
posts.
that is our font.
Yeah. Wow.
I feel like Haley. Just FYI, we need to get some swag. And I was telling Rachel I really liked the podcast that you used.
What she
And
means is this little logo that says my name.
Yeah.
Oh wait, no. And the in my podcast era.
yeah, I love that. But no, yeah, the
Yeah,
logo.
on the back.
Wait. These are the cutest.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome. I'm
So
putting that
does that
on
mean
my...
I get one and you get one?
No, I get both.
Because it says Rachel and then and Jen parentheses.
Yeah. Wait, is it a sticker?
Right? There's no other details. I think it's a sticker, right?
It looks like a sticker. But oh my gosh, did even the stickers.
And it's matte black. I love that.
Haley, you're the best.
Thank you, Haley.
Thank you so
It's
much.
just the best time. Christmas time, gift giving. And you know what? It's really special when you're an elite gift giver. I know we talked about this already, but just when you're good at something, you just need to know that you're good at it.
And other citizens, if you're like, oh my gosh, I feel so bad. I should have sent similar but different.
No one's thinking that.
I was going to say, you should feel bad. And
Shit. I like Rachel's
send us mail to P.O. Box. We don't have one of those.
We don't have one of those. Oh, but I love the idea of getting mail.
Yeah. But
And
people
then-
would probably you can email us similar but different pod@gmail.com.
Yeah. And we'll open up your email.
Yeah.
If it's a topic for the pod, we could totally do that.
Yeah. Or if you have questions that we can chat about.
But I
That'd be fun.
love letters.
Yeah.
I never thought I liked, and we've talked about this before in the past, when people send the holiday cards, because you sent your halfway to the holiday card, that I totally misunderstood.
That Haley photographed for us.
Love that.
Yeah.
But it's the best thing I love is getting those cards from people
Yeah.
during the holidays. I
Maybe
don't
you
do
should
them.
send some.
got nothing
My
to
mom
share.
always says, if you don't send them, people will stop sending them to you.
See, I don't want you to do that. Don't do that to me, because I'm not gonna send
What do
them.
you mean you have nothing to share?
I mean,
It's just a photo.
yeah. Well,
So
you gotta take photos that are like quality.
every year my uh parents, for as long as I can remember, they send one of those like letters with a like summary of the year,
Mm-hmm.
and all the kids get a little paragraph in it of like
Yeah,
what's
that's
been
what some
going
of the
on in
ones
our
send.
lives.
Yep.
And I never feel more like a loser when I am tasked with writing that little paragraph, because
Oh, you were
nothing,
tasked with it
well, in the last few years,
as
I
you
have
got
been
older.
tasked with it. But really, I am 35. So only in the last few years where they make no edits. My dad used to like type something up and then just have me review it. And I'm like, yeah, that's
That's
fine.
accurate. That is
But
an
I'm
accurate
like,
portrayal.
nothing changes year after year.
Right?
And like, my sisters started all these like fun new hobbies, and my brother and
She's
his
cool
wife,
though.
they have kids, and so
See?
they got updates,
Yep.
and I'm just like,
I got a cat.
years ago. And I think every like the first year we got her, we got a cat. The
Mm-hmm.
second year was she's become queen of the house,
Ooh.
and the next year was she's still in power. Like,
I mean, it literally does revolve around like every picture on my phone's the dog.
yeah.
Yeah. I realized this weekend I felt like I looked cute for the party.
Yeah, you did.
Didn't take a single pic.
Okay, I was actually bummed
0 pics.
on the car ride home or sometime. I was like, oh, Jen and I didn't take a picture
Yeah,
together.
and
And
you
that
looked
would have
cute.
been good, similar but different content. I also thought I looked cute. So
You
thank
looked
you.
really
I was
good.
very pleased. It was not my first outfit choice. The first one I put on looked too much like I was going to a nice rehearsal dinner. And I was like, that's not the
Oh.
vibe I'm going for. So then I put on the little skirt.
Yeah, that was technically my second outfit choice, but my first outfit choice was leggings. And I was like, this will be comfortable and warm. And then I was
Yeah.
like, no, we should probably wear structured pants. Rachel talks about it.
Hey, it's your party. You do what you want.
It's my party and I will not cry because that's what I want to do.
Did you have a fun time?
It was a great time. I thought it literally, I think we talked about this, but it is a very different vibe having a party like that in your 30s
So did
versus,
you feel like it was very different?
I felt like it was good different.
I say that as someone who participated in a game of guess that name.
Yeah. Oh my God.
And we were really enjoying that.
Into it, right? And I honestly give all of the credit to, I think the award for life of the party this year was 100% Cody.
Ouch, but yes.
I mean, he just
No, he was a delight. Cody, I hope you control Command
Command
F
F, Command
this
F.
episode, because, okay, couple things. So, for those who don't know, Cody is Jen's work BFF. And when he arrived at the party, he came up to me, and I guess we were introduced in some way, or maybe he knew who I was. And he was like, I know that you have another party to go to after this, as do I. And so I got here early in hopes that
Oh
I
my
would meet
gosh.
you before you left. And Jen, I have never felt more special. I even said
That's his
to
gift.
Skylar later, I was like, he came here early to meet me.
But like I feel like he does that.
And he
It
just
makes you feel
gives
great.
off a warmth
It is
where you just
so warm.
immediately feel connected. Which, though I am saying, if you do that with everyone, then maybe it's not so special. No, it is so special. Um, but him and his brother, I don't know how it started. Like, I just invited myself into this game, but guess your name.
Oh, I know how it
It's
started.
okay.
First of all, Melanie asked, I think, Cody what his name was, and he said guess.
Yeah.
And then she turned around to ask his twin brother the same question. His twin brother did not, Austin, I don't know if we want to call him his real name or whatever. The game and the
I was
guess.
like, that's not his name, but it's
That was one of the guest
similar.
games, our guest names. But he did not hear this conversation, and she was like, "Hey, you, what's your name?" And he goes, "Guess." And it was like, no
Twin
freaking way,
vibes.
serious twin vibes. And then the game spawned into just it. I mean, it went outside to people sitting outside.
Really?
Yes,
Oh,
it went and
that's
did it to
fun.
Kevin by the fire.
Yeah.
It was a whole thing.
What were Kevin's names?
I don't know. I actually wasn't at the moment. But I was also like trying to follow Cody because he was the life of the party, and he's just like, look, I don't want you to feel like you need to, take care
Did
of
he
me or
say that? He was
anything.
like, "Mom, let me be on my own."
Well, yeah, pretty much. He was like,
He
I
was
got
fine in our
this.
little group.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's like, I got this. I don't need you to.
Where you're like, he's new and he's young. He
And I was like,
doesn't
I
know.
would need him if,
Yeah.
if
No, he didn't need anyone. He
he
was good.
doesn't. He just is. Yeah, he was great. And he said he'd listen to the whole podcast today, not just Command F. And this time he will
Oh,
probably
today's episode.
today's
Okay,
episode,
yeah.
yeah. Yeah, but he's a big Command F-er.
Which it's titled hosting, and I think we talked about hosting for 6 minutes.
That's hilarious.
And the episode is an hour and 10.
Holy shit.
Really?
We were just rolling.
That's kind of our vibe.
It's our thing.
That's what we do.
Ugh.
I did have some citizen
Uh-oh.
reach out and say, so I guess the episode before today's was like an hour 17, and they were like, an hour 17 is a little long for me.
I get it. Stop
Yeah.
when you're
That's
done.
why I was trying to look at my watch to see what time it was.
Ooh,
Because
so we don't do that.
we like to stay, I would say like 45 to an hour
Max.
is.
I think we should try to cut it at
45 max.
Yeah,
Okay.
because people are like, when we had some like short, quick hitters.
But I've had people say, "Oh, I could listen longer."
Oh yeah.
And then granted that was the same citizen.
Oh.
So
All right. Well, way to give us clearer instructions.
we just do what feels natural. And I feel like for some reason the last 2 episodes we weren't like in each other's lives as much then. We had a lot going
Mhm.
on. So it was more I was just like
I need
I
to
want
get to
to
know.
also catch up with my friend Jen,
That's me.
not just for the pod.
Yeah. Yeah. Same.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. I was sad that you had to leave, but it was good vibes.
Yeah. No, it was a fun time. I also was bummed when we left because I was like, I'm enjoying myself, but I need to make an appearance at party number 2. And party number 2 was also a lot of fun. We actually ended up meeting this couple who lives like 5 blocks from us.
Different from the other lady.
Yeah, and
Is this one gonna stick?
I loved them. We ended
Okay.
up talking to them for the whole time. At
Did you
the
get
end,
their
I was like,
digits?
I should have asked for their number, but I just figured we'll ask the hosts for their numbers and connect.
I would never have thought of that because
I really want to get better in 2025 of like having people over to our house for like dinner.
I'm in support of this if I'm one of those people.
Yeah.
So,
Well, I come over here for dinner. Jen fed me dinner tonight and it was good.
I like to cook though, even though this doesn't count as cooking what I did tonight.
Well, when I said, okay, so Jen made salmon burgers and a salad, and that would be my version of, oh, I'm cooking us dinner.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, when you don't have to like put more than 2 ingredients together, which is the salmon burgers.
I don't enjoy cooking. So if I need something that's like 30 minutes or less,
Pop it
doesn't
in.
involve a lot of dishware and stuff.
Just because you don't like doing the dishes?
I mean, yes, and I know Skylar would do them, but I just, in my mind, I think this is why cooking's not good for me. And I do like creative endeavors, but with cooking, I'm like, no, it is all about efficiency. Like, I don't want to be in here longer than I have to.
Oh,
I
wow.
don't want to have to buy like 10 different spices.
Oh, man.
Like, it is not a creative pursuit that I care about. I just want to be in, I want it made, I want to eat it, I want it to be good. And honestly, if I'm just cooking for myself, it can be pretty bland. I'm not
Girl
that
dinner.
picky. Yeah.
Girl dinner's legit.
Like
I know I'm like really late to that because I feel like that was all over the internet like 8 months ago. But yeah, no, it's like a real thing.
The salmon
Not for
patties
me,
that
though.
we had tonight, you like made these. You fancied them up. You got
Yeah.
like a burger sauce on them and pickles
Homemade burger
and fancy
sauce.
buns.
Cheese.
And I will make those exact same salmon patties for myself. Do you put any extra seasoning on them?
No,
Okay,
I
I
don't.
also don't do that. And then I will just have it with rice.
Oh,
Mm-hmm. And if
white
I'm
rice?
handling
Just plain white rice?
or like brown rice or
Or-
whatever
yeah,
we
no,
have, yeah.
well,
Last week I
interesting.
did that, and I also had some asparagus, so I roasted some asparagus.
Ooh,
That
see,
was a
that
big
sounds
deal.
good.
I don't like making things where I have to wait for the oven to preheat.
Oh, I don't cook. I cook on the stove mostly.
Okay. But I also
I
like
get that.
ovens because like a one-pan meal is very easy.
I like to put stuff in the oven after I've done some stuff because then while that's in the oven, I'm cleaning off everything, all the stuff,
Yeah.
and you
I
can
don't
clean
like
up.
monitoring multiple things at once.
It's hard.
Yes.
It's a little frustrating because I never feel I like my food hot, hot, hot.
Yeah.
Like is it burning my mouth a little bit? Cool, we like that.
When I bit into the burger tonight, I was like, "Ooh, this is too hot," but I kept taking bites.
Hot, hot, hot. That's how I like my food. So I get really frustrated when I have to do multiple things and they're all done at the same time and they stay hot. And then I get mad at Nathan if he's like late to come down to dinner or anything like that because I want to eat when it's hot, 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 and he likes it cooled down.
Mm.
He'll come down and he'll like wash his hands and futz around with shit. And I'm sitting at the table like, bitch, I'm hungry.
I would eat without him. I
I
would just
do
start
usually.
eating. Yeah.
Let's be real. I've already been eating actually while I cook it.
Yeah. Okay, so wait. So what else
Oh yeah.
did I miss?
I mean, there was some darts played, which was fun.
There was a couple that was friends. I think the husband or partner was friends with Nate.
Uh-huh.
And they were playing darts in the garage when I was in there with Skylar, and we were like, "You guys are so good at darts."
Yeah.
And they're like, "We do have a dartboard at home."
Okay.
I was like, "You shouldn't have shared that. You should have just like played us all."
There was some epic dart games, and I was surprised at how good some of the people were. Boogie
Yes.
got involved, and she started
Nice.
crushing people. Or maybe she just won one game. I think she like came in, crushed it,
I
and
was like,
left.
"I'm out."
Yeah, Mike dropped it.
I thought she was gonna bring her fiance.
Yeah,
I've never met them.
yeah. I also
They're
because when
very
she said
elusive to
her
me.
and one, I thought that's who she was bringing, but instead Kelly came with
Yeah.
her, and I loved that.
Um, Same girl who I met playing darts. She came up to me and said, "By the way, I love your makeup." And y'all, I am not a girl who gets complimented on their makeup because that's not
It's just not Rachel.
well, it's just like it's not something that I'm like, "Oh, I know how to do a makeup look." Like
Yeah.
I do the same thing.
Yep.
And if I want to look nicer, I'll put on eyeshadow.
Oh,
Um,
I actually didn't notice. Did you have on eyeshadow?
I did. But then I also have this, I've only used it one other time for a wedding, this like shimmery highlighter. And so like I put that on, I had to Google where do you put highlighter? And still my makeup was very subtle. For
Yeah.
me, I was like, I'm wearing more than I
I
normally
mean,
do.
I
But
didn't even notice.
exactly, very subtle. So that she called me out for that. I was like, I will live on this high forever. I mean, at least
For the
it's
rest of the
been
year.
several days since, and I'm still thinking about it. So thank you.
If I wonder if it's who I'm thinking of. That was his realtor, and
Okay.
then they play soccer together. Or no, they play soccer together, and he's a realtor.
Okay.
That's it. Yep, I think that's who we're talking about, and I love them. And that I spent the most time I ever have with his wife, and I'm always really scared about meeting Nathan's friends'
Yes.
wives
Sure.
because I just feel like there's very few that I enjoy their company. I was like, oh no,
Oh, Christmas
that was
is
me.
down.
Um, I, I was like, I want to spend more time with her. I enjoyed her immensely.
I hope Nathan's friends' wives listen to this so they can be like, wow,
Oh shit.
fuck you too, Jen.
Yeah, no, we can't have that.
Well, you didn't say which ones.
Yeah, right?
Um,
We say the same about me though, you know?
Also,
Maybe.
yeah, probably.
Right?
Um, Walking in, one of Nathan's friends, who I have met before and we've hung out several times, Richie, was like,
Ricky.
did I say Richie? Sorry.
Richie Rich, like Christmas time. That was great.
I work with a Richie and I had a meeting with him before this call, so his name's on my mind.
You're
Sorry,
good.
Ricky. But anyways, from across the street, he was like, "Are you that similar of a different girl?" And I was like, "Ugh, thank you."
Yes, it's me.
And while it wasn't a stranger, I still liked it.
Still,
Also, were people hanging out on the roof? Because I saw him when he came in and then never saw him again.
no, he was so the garage turned into like the bro den.
Yes, very quickly. I was like,
Yes.
we are at a high school dance.
Yeah. It literally was split.
At one point, Skylar was missing, and I was like, so are all the men.
Yeah.
And I was like, he's in the garage. And he was just like, wow, the tools.
And then Nathan was like, "You're not supposed to tell people I don't use them."
He
And I
does,
was like,
though.
"Rarely."
Okay.
Rarely. He could use them more frequently. For all the crap that we've got in there, you would think he would use it more frequently. Anyways, yeah, no, people would go up to the roof, look, oh, this is nice. And it's fucking cold, so they just come right back down, which was great. I think I don't blame anyone for that because it's Nathan and you've already said this. I think we did decide we need to have something during like the spring or fall where the weather's nice enough we were going to sit outside for extended periods of time
Yeah.
so that we could be up on the deck.
You know what you should do? You know, like an April party. Once the season starts on the cusp of being nice again,
Mm-hmm.
it's like how the St. Patrick's Day festival, that's like the first festival of the year every year, you know? And
Maybe
it's
we
like,
should
oh, the
have one.
start of festival season.
Yeah.
And it's just like, it's starting to get slightly warmer, which actually you don't really know. It could be freezing on St. Patrick's Day, but.
True. So it's always up in
Or
the
you
air.
could have a birthday party.
May.
A little spring
I don't
spring
like the
fling
idea of it being like a
tied to you.
yeah.
Okay.
That's it. I was thinking though when you said St. Patrick's Day, I was like, I could bring back my maiden name and just have
Yeah,
a celebration
exactly.
of my
What is fox?
an animal.
Woods.
Hey, I don't know. It's weird. I don't know what fox is.
Yeah, I don't know what Bruffman is, but I don't know what cave is either. So.
Oh, I only know O'Brien because like, how do you not know that?
Right.
Like if someone's like O'Malley, it's like, hey.
Right.
Although wait, maybe that could be Scottish. I don't know.
Okay, well, one of the two.
It's one of them. I want to go to Scotland.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah,
Somewhere but different. I would love to do that.
I told Nathan, his mom doesn't listen to this podcast. He's like, what do I get my mom for Christmas? I was like, hello, Harry Potter. Let's travel to Scotland
Wow, that's quite a gift.
and go check. Well, I don't know if we would let her come with us. She could come with.
Wait, but you're not paying for her to
No,
go
no,
to
no, 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 no,
Scotland.
no, no, no.
Understood. Wow.
No, I don't have it
Would
like
you
that.
at least pay her ticket to the Harry Potter world there?
Yeah, we would pay for
Okay.
something there. Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah,
You
there
two
would be
sit in
like
first. She's in coach. Yeah.
yeah. Like on first coat her first status. Although we would
I know,
have
you
we'd
get
have to ride the
points.
train, so maybe we would be in first.
Yeah.
Yeah. Scotland sounds epic.
Yeah.
I would be down for that.
And you can
But
see those Highland cows.
it is 100% Highland cows?
Isn't that what they're called? Those really furry cows.
Oh, yes, I know what you're talking
Yeah,
about.
they're so cute.
They're weird looking.
They have like long hair.
Yeah, they're weird looking. I
No,
mean, cute
they're
weird.
amazing.
Weird can be a good thing.
Sure. I just didn't like the tone.
Oh, sorry. Highland cows. But yeah, no, if we do it, Scotland, Harry Potter. Like I want
Yeah,
to hit
that'd
up
be fun.
all of the stuff. All of the stuff. God, I got my Harry Potter
Well, you
socks
do
on, so.
European travels a lot, so maybe next year Scotland.
So I met a guy today. Well, I didn't meet a guy. I learned one of the physical therapists at my therapy today. Him and his wife do a trip every year. And we're talking not just
To
like,
Europe?
yeah.
Okay.
We're not talking like, yeah, around the States. And maybe, but like, he's like, yeah, we did New Zealand and Australia one year. They did Tokyo or something. And they want to do a safari one through Africa.
How long do they go for?
So I asked about the New Zealand and Australia. I
Yeah.
was like, how like did you think you had enough time to cover both? And they went for 2 weeks.
Okay.
That one at least. I don't know if it's normally just at least a week.
Yeah.
But I was like,
I mean, if I'm going to Tokyo or Australia,
2 weeks minimum.
yeah,
Probably more would be better.
right. Probably 3 to 6 months.
Sure. I mean, technically, you could work from there.
Yeah.
Although I don't know that actually, because there's some restrictions around getting on work computers with the internet and
Really? You can't get on like VPN?
certain places. I don't know.
Hmm.
I just remember one of the guys I worked with went to Hong Kong, and they said nope,
Oh, interesting.
cannot be on your computer there.
Oh no.
You know, they're always trying to steal intellectual properties.
Yeah.
Because I don't know why. Actually, I don't actually know if that's real. It's just what they tell me.
I think a friend of mine had to travel to China for work, and there were like certain areas where it's like I can't get on the internet because like Americans aren't allowed.
Yeah. Well, I went to China in 2019, right before all the COVID stuff, the summer before all of that. and yeah, early. Um, and it's just experience. Like at one point, we were definitely being followed.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah,
I was obsessed with China in like the second grade.
really.
Yeah. Like in the Great Wall, and like I guess we must
We
have
went
had
to the
a
Great Wall.
lesson on like ancient China,
Mm.
and I just thought it was really cool.
I love that I can say I had a beer on the Great Wall of China.
Yeah, I would love to see the Great Wall.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. I couldn't walk all the way up it though, and I was kind of embarrassed by it. It was pre-knee surgery, Jen,
Oh, okay.
and a lot of people that were older than me in my class were walking up it, and I stopped because I just couldn't do it
Hey, we
anymore.
all have our things. And you know what?
Made me feel
Proud
like
of
shit.
you for being like, I can't.
Can't.
Rather
Yeah.
than pushing yourself and probably then ruining the rest of the trip because you wouldn't have been able to walk.
Yeah, and I definitely pushed myself further than
Yeah,
I should have done,
I would have done the same.
but then I was like, I can't. And I was so close. So stopping where I did is almost idiotic.
Yeah.
And it wasn't a top though. By the time they came, the people that came as they were coming back down, I was resting, recovering. And I was like, "How was it?" And they were like, "It just keeps going."
Like it's long.
It's just, and then it goes, you go down, and there's like more. It's just the
Yeah.
whole thing.
I my thing with travel is like, well, I don't know if anyone actually loves the act of like being on the transportation,
Uh huh.
but like I
That's
just
what
want
you
to
hate.
be there.
Yeah.
And I think it's because I have a knee that gets stiff, I got a bad back. Like my back hurts right now and we've
Yeah.
only been sitting here, but I need to move a lot.
Takes a couple days to
So,
recover.
if I can always fly first class, that's great. Even though when I flew to Morocco, that was a long flight,
Yeah.
like at least 8 hours, and I was fine.
Yeah.
So, and I had the middle seat both ways. So, you're welcome, Taylor.
Yeah. I think I do that though. I think I do the middle seat.
Yeah.
It's usually the aisle if
Yeah.
I can help it.
Now, if it's a long flight, I actually would prefer the window because you have more leaning opportunities.
Yeah, I don't sleep really well on planes. So there's that.
Yeah. Well, I'm more protective of my back comfort than my knee comfort. And you
Mm-hmm.
probably want the aisle because you're very protective of your knee comfort.
Yes, I have to have that thing stretch out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, this is riveting.
Yeah, right? Anyways,
Well, it's
Christmas.
Christmas Eve.
Christmas.
It's Christmas Eve in Washington.
What?
Uh,
Is that a thing?
well, I sang this, I think, on the last episode, but there is a song, and you said you'd never heard it, but it's Christmas Eve in Washington.
Never heard it.
And me and one of my friends always go, it's Christmas Eve in Washington.
Are you doing the thing from dating Sarah Parker or whatever?
I'm not trying to be
Sarah
a
Marshall.
vampire. I more so think I sound like the
Marshall.
lion from Wizard of Oz.
Oh, I think you sound like his Dracula play.
Die, die, die. I can't. Oh, that movie is so good.
So good.
Speaking of Wizard of Oz, though,
Oh,
we saw Wicked this past
yeah.
weekend, and it was very good.
Everyone I've talked to that's seen it said it was very good, and I was
Yeah.
like, good.
Yeah. Wizard of Oz was one of my favorite movies as a kid.
Okay.
Um,
I've never seen Wicked, by the way,
it's very good.
because Wicked's about not the Wizard of Oz.
It's like
about
the
the
prequel.
witches.
Yeah, like how the witches came to be, like the Wicked Witch of the West and
But she's not Wicked, right?
Glinda, and yeah, she's not. She's good. Spoiler.
Spoiler alert. Yeah. Why is she green?
Because her mom had an affair,
Juicy.
and while she was sleeping with this guy, she
Spoiler.
was drinking. I mean, that happens in like the first 10 minutes, but
Oh.
she's like drinking this like green liquid, which is essentially like, I don't know, some liquor or drug or something
Uh-huh.
just to like have fun.
Peppermint
But because
schnapps.
she was drinking that and then conceived, Elphaba is green.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, I always wondered that.
But it's such a
'Cause green's my
good,
favorite color.
like, it's like everyone hates her because essentially they need a common enemy. Like the wizard needs people like to rally people together. And so they're like, we need a common enemy. That's what brings people together. And they're like, you're an other. you will be the common enemy. That's how she becomes the Wicked Witch. And it's actually very
Damn.
fascinating when you look at it and think about it from like actual like our history,
Yeah.
because you're like
You need
common
someone.
enemy, Nazi Germany,
Oh,
like
Jesus.
well, just but like they're so like just finding someone to other.
Yeah.
Like, oh, we need to get people together, so
That's
let's
what they
hate
did. And
women, let's hate gays,
yep.
let's like who's going to be the new
Thing
group
that
that
you
we
hate.
hate to rally people
So
together.
true. No, when you said Nazi Germany, like I knew where you were going.
Yeah, I thought you were like,
I was like,
well,
yeah,
Rachel. I'm like, well, they did that.
they did that. Yeah. And then man, whew, we don't need to get there. There's so many good documentaries though on Netflix.
On
Just
World War
FYI.
II.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm sure.
It's like there's so many good ones.
I actually find, and I don't know if this is like shitty of me, but like, I mean, I like to learn about our history and it's really
Same.
important to understand, but it also like makes me really sad and uncomfortable. And I know it's like, well, it's good to kind of sit in the uncomfortable so you understand.
Yeah.
But just the fact that like that happened, like even when I watch movies or see pictures about people in like KKK outfits, like seeing people dressed that way
Yeah.
makes me very uncomfortable.
I mean,
And I'm
it's
like, I'm
fucked
not
up.
Jewish, I'm not black. Like, it's just like it's such a like visualization of hate and evil,
Yeah.
like seeing Nazis, seeing the KKK, and I'm like, it's intense.
Yeah, but it is important to like learn about that
100%.
because, yeah, Ugh. Fuck. How did they do what they did?
Yeah.
Just mind blowing.
Did you ever watch that movie in high school that was about people being like, I don't understand why people didn't just stand up to Hitler and how did he get them to rally
No,
around
I haven't
him?
seen that.
And it was like the movie is about how a teacher like does that with his students to like
Oh,
show them how easy it is for him to
to
get
manipulate.
them to hate like a certain group in the class.
Yep. Well, that's what's so interesting. Like that's literally why we need to be learning it. It's
Yeah.
that like they controlled the media, the propaganda that they were putting out there. People were in a dark place because of what all the stuff that was from the previous war,
Yeah.
and they took the toll, so their economy was in the shitter. They wanted someone to hate,
Yeah.
and that's literally how it spawned. And it's insane that like it can be done unless you learn about it and and you take precautions.
Yeah. And aren't you all happy that you're listening to this on Christmas Eve?
Shit. Let's change the topics. Christmas
Important
time.
stuff.
How do we keep going back to it? Oh, that was Wicked. Wicked is what brought us there.
Washington.
Die. Die.
Well, okay,
Die.
speaking of Christmas Eve, do you have any Christmas Eve traditions?
Oh my God, yes. And honestly, Rachel, it's sad because when you're an adult, you want to hold on to your childhood traditions, the things that you did, but you can't because you also have someone else in your life now that wants to hold on to their childhood
You
traditions.
can't mend them, mix them together?
And no one can have both. You can't
Well,
have.
what are the two traditions that can't be? It's like we open our presents on Christmas Eve and we don't, because that is a hard one to compromise on.
It's a
But
hard one. Yeah, no, I think, well, one, as I grew up,
I don't know anyone who opens their presents on Christmas Eve.
no,
That's
I actually heard of
chaos.
people that open their gifts like weeks before.
What?
Like Christmas is now.
That's dumb.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Skylar's trying to do that. Not as like making it Christmas now, but every time
He gets a gift.
he wraps a gift, he's like, "Do you want it?"
He's just
Like
so
he's very
excited.
excited
That's
to give it to
cute.
me. It's happened
I
with
accept
things
that.
already.
I accept that. Like that's an acceptable way to do it early. But no, I used to love when I was younger, the tradition was my mom wouldn't just have Santa's gifts or gifts
Yeah.
out. We had to like solve riddles and clues and find them throughout the house.
Oh, fun.
That was like my favorite thing to do as a kid. And then you get older, and the only thing that we did when we got older was we would get our pajamas the night before on Christmas Eve.
Okay,
We opened that.
we also so we got to open one present on
Yep.
Christmas Eve, and it was always
Always
new
pajamas.
pajamas.
Yep, that you wear that night and then wake up to in the next.
Yeah.
So that's a plus. But no, as an adult, like I don't know, there's something about the. And I don't know if you count this as your tradition, but like sleeping in your bed at your parents' house and waking up on Christmas Day
Yeah.
at your parents' house. Like that's
Yeah, I get that. The first time I spent Christmas with Skylar's family, I was like, well, this is weird.
it is.
But we have cinnamon rolls every morning. That's like my family's tradition. So his family did that for me. So I appreciated
Oh,
that.
that's cute to like blend it a bit.
Yeah.
But yeah, you really only get one.
Yeah.
And it sucks cuz like it makes more sense since his family's just a little bit closer to do Christmas Eve with his family. And
Mm.
so he gets that sleep in his childhood
You
bed.
don't like switch it each year?
So we talked about doing that, but then we'd have to drive to the river and then back from the river, whereas we like to spend more time down there. And so it's easier to just go and spend 2 days.
Okay. Yeah.
And we've fought about this quite a bit actually. So it's been a battle.
Yeah.
But in reality, it's I get Christmas Eve and Christmas morning, or I get Christmas Day into the next day, and then we could stay as long as we wanted.
Yeah.
So that's it's tough
That is
though.
tough.
It's tough. I don't know how people do it. I bet it's easier if you have a kid, because then it's like
You do
we're
it
at
at
our
your
house.
house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you don't have to worry about it. But then that's even sadder.
Yeah.
But also, it's not my childhood home anymore because my parents moved.
Right. And it's probably not sadder because then you're really excited to have Christmas morning with your kid.
Not for a couple years though,
That's true.
because they don't
Honestly,
kids
at that point, then you can still just do Christmas Eve at the grandparents.
I mean, if you want to travel with a kid, maybe. I also don't know what I'm talking about because I don't have a kid.
Well,
But
are you going to travel with them eventually?
no, I meant like staying the night somewhere else with a kid. You have to pack. I'm assuming more
Yeah.
stuff.
So you're just assuming if you have a kid, you would just.
You do day trips.
Okay.
I'm guessing.
You don't
I don't
have
know.
to do that. They are allowed to spend the night at other places.
See, this is why
Like they're.
I'm gonna have to be told a lot of things. Hey, Jen, you can leave the house.
Gosh, and you don't leave the house with Penny right now.
I
You'll
know.
never leave.
Right? I think about that all the time. It's like, is this
But
gonna
maybe
get better or
you'll have
worse?
your parents, come to you.
Yeah. Yeah, that's one thing we talked about is getting them closer to us in Richmond.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Now this
What are yours? Sorry.
Christmas Eve, not really a lot
No?
of traditions, except as a kid. As a kid, we would like read a Christmas book together. Not always the same one, but Polar
Okay.
Express is coming to mind.
Ooh.
And
Great
then
movie.
we would open a present that was usually pajamas.
Pajamas.
Which makes me think like, oh, that'd be fun to bring back. Like Skylar and I pick out pajamas for each other, even though he doesn't like sleep in pajamas. So I'd be like, here's a pair of boxers.
Yeah, but you can put it on the next morning.
That's true.
Because you have to be around your family
Yeah.
in jammies.
No, he's nude.
Did I
That's the K family Christmas tradition.
Oh, this is how everyone was when we're born. Here
Yeah.
we are. This is me in the nude. That's good.
That's how Jesus would have wanted it.
I do like that though. I see people like post pictures and they've got those like little matching
Yeah.
things.
Skylar's not into that.
Oh, Nathan's not either.
And I
Nathan's
also,
cute.
yeah, Skylar just gets so hot. So he's like, I'm not wearing like,
Pants and a or thermal like
right, exactly. He's
flannel
like,
or
I'll be
thermal.
melting in this.
I understand that. I've never done it, but I think it's cute.
Yeah.
So I'm always like, seems like something to
You
be
know
cute.
what? Maybe next year
We'll
for
do-
our gift exchange, that would be fun.
I'm gonna have to write down a reminder.
Okay, now this is a Christmas Day thing, but I saw this post online that was like, when you're an everyone opens their gifts at once family and you marry into everyone opens
One at
their
a
gift
time.
one at a time family. And I sent it to Skylar because we're a one at a time family.
Same.
And he was like, yeah, it's rough. And when I did Christmas at his house for the first time, I like opened a gift and then I waited. And I was like, oh, we're all just going, which is kind of, there's less pressure.
It seems
that way.
aggressive, doesn't it? Like
I feel like when you're older,
chaos.
when you're older, it's like the one by one is nice because it's just like there's
Two
less
gifts here anyways.
exactly. But when you're like a kid, like if we did that with like my nieces, we'd be there for days, because they get so much.
We are there for a long time. Christmas Day
Yeah.
because I think about how long Christmas Day is.
Yeah. And
It's a
are
long
you
day.
each person
We're
takes a turn? And
Yep.
what about Nathan's family?
Honestly, I don't know.
But you spend Christmas Day with them.
Yeah, but shit, I can't remember. I because we do a Secret Santa. It's not Secret Santa. It's
Yeah.
that you get a certain person, and we do gifts for that. And then at his parents' house, I don't think that they're an all at once, and they might actually be a third option, which is just casually, like maybe two people might be at the same time, but not everyone's doing it at the same time.
Okay.
I don't know. I feel like that's similar to what. Man, you were
I'm
just
making a mess. I
chaos
thought
over
I
there.
wanted the pillow in my lap to snuggle it, but then I need the back support.
Pure
So.
chaos. Yeah. I don't know.
Do you and Nathan have any Christmas Eve? I guess no, because you're at his parents' house, so you don't have your own little Christmas Eve traditions.
No.
Yeah, we're usually at my parents' house these last few years. But so this year, normally in the past, we do our like Rachel Schuyler Christmas. We come back like late Christmas night and we're always like, oh, we're tired. We'll just do it the next day. But then we get home and we're excited. And it's
That's
kind of
cute.
fun doing like a late night like gift exchange. You're just like
Yep.
tired and it's fun. But this year we've decided to have like a Christmas celebration on Sunday, the 22nd,
Oh.
and do all like our
Y'all stuff.
Christmas, and we're gonna go see a musical and go to lunch, and then he's gonna make a pot roast, and we're gonna watch
That's
a Christmas
cute.
movie and exchange our gifts, and I'm very excited about it.
See, that's something. Well, and I think that's the best part is having something to look forward to like
Yeah.
that. Like that's what the gifting is. It's like, oh, I can't wait for them to get the gift that I got
Yeah.
them. Like the excitement around that. We definitely are more casual of like, oh, we're home now. Okay, we can open gifts.
Yeah.
Um, I don't know. It's weird. Yeah. A new tradition I'm trying to get my brother to do. So my brother works in sales for cars, and only gets Christmas Day off.
Wow.
Yep.
Or is he allowed to like take off whenever he wants, but he works on commish?
Nope.
Wow.
Yeah, he's not. He gets 2 days off a week. Thursday is his usual. Sunday and Thursday are his days off that he gets. They're always split up. You don't get back to back days. But because they get Christmas Day off, that counts as their day off.
What?
Yep.
That's so messed up.
Yeah, it's absurd. And it sounds like he wants to be in that type of work for a while. So I think that the new tradition, since we only get him on Christmas Day, is I want to do a prime rib for Christmas. Like I want that
Yeah.
to be a tradition of like the family has a prime rib. Huge fan of that. He did it one year and he cooked it perfectly. And then I tried to replicate it for Nathan, his birthday on the 1st. I didn't do it as perfect.
I also love that you're like, he gets this one day off, and the tradition needs to be that he spends his time making the family a prime rib.
Yep. Yep. That's it. That's not selfish at all.
I just think it's crazy that, like, it's not like, oh, there's enough employees that, like, every other year or something, it's like, oh, well, you also get Christmas Eve off or something.
I don't get it. I don't understand it. It seems like basically labor laws don't apply for people who earn commission, it seems. It's absurd to me.
Yeah.
Because they work absurd
I don't think
hours.
there's a lot of traffic on Christmas Eve. I know. I mean, I
Cars,
know
maybe?
it's Happy Honda Days,
Happy
but they're
Honda
just
days.
all like a crazy thing about those car commercials around the holidays. Like, who is unless you are like the 1%? If Skylar surprised me with a new car, I would be like, "What the fuck is this?"
Yeah, what the fuck is this? Is
Yeah.
the right question. Is the right thing to say. Who whose fucking money is this? Is our
Right.
money? And
Yeah.
you thought this was the right thing to do with our money? You fucking psycho. Or did you just give me the gift and I have to pay the fucking payments?
Right.
I've never understood a car for Christmas.
Yes, it makes no sense. And even if
None.
it's like you paid in full, you're like, "You did what?" Like,
With
we
whose
were
money?
whose money? It's insane.
Yeah, no, I think it's the dumbest thing in the world.
I really wanted this Jeep that in like college.
Mm.
And as a gift, my like parents surprised me with it,
Mm-hmm.
and then were like, "And this is the monthly payment that you will owe to us."
Damn. How did
Which,
you
like,
feel
it
about
makes
that?
sense, but I was like, and granted, the terms they gave me are much better
Better,
than the
yeah.
terms that they got. So they just like picked a monthly rate that would work with like the
College
no money
students.
that I made in college and stuff, just to be like, yeah, you still need to like be an adult and
Yeah.
like pay us back for this.
That's nice.
But I do, so it was good. But I do think it's hilarious to be like, surprise! And here's your new monthly bill.
Yeah. That I mean, like you said, if you're in that one whatever the percentage is of people that probably are paying cash for it
Yeah.
and they have I almost that's fuck you money.
Yeah.
Like
Because
yeah.
also, sure, you buy a car with cash, but then to not talk about it with your spouse.
Yeah. No, you have to be in a
Like that's when you
different
like
tax
have your
bracket.
own checking accounts and no one notices when you drop 40 grand from it.
Yeah, no, you have 6 zeros.
Yeah.
You at a minimum.
Yeah.
You probably need more considering how much a car costs.
Or you should take a financial literacy class because maybe you shouldn't be buying that vehicle.
Yeah, there's that.
Have you seen that SNL skit?
No.
Oh, you'll have to look it up. It is essentially this where the husband surprises his wife and she's like, "You've been laid off for a year and a half." And then a neighbor comes over and is like, "You borrowed $5,000 from me." Like,
Holy shit.
it's really good.
Yeah. I mean I feel like that's kind of what happens though.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But they put that big bow on it and that's nice.
Yeah, but like make that decision
Together.
together.
Yeah.
Yeah, like sure, if Nathan said cuz his car is a piece of shit and we really only have we're a one car household technically. And if he said, "Hey, I really want this car," I'm still not going to buy it for him for Christmas. It's going to be
Right.
a conversation.
Yeah, we're gonna go look at it together.
Yeah, and I'll give him my a permission. Well, that is the gift. Is
Jen
that
wears the structured pants in this
structured pants
family.
today? Yeah, no, I would say, yeah, there's that, and that's a gift in and of
Yeah.
itself. You know, you're
Yeah.
welcome. Sorry, I'm thinking about how absurd that would be.
No,
I
it would
probably
be.
wouldn't
I would
do
have
it.
been mad.
Yeah, fucking livid.
Way to ruin Christmas.
Christmas sucks.
And then you try to go to the dealership to return it, and they're like, "This is the one day we're closed."
Oh shit! On Christmas Day.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not lying. Anywho.
Well, this was fun.
This is good. Way to wrap up the old
Yeah.
holiday, old Christmas time. I hope everyone
Yeah.
has a wonderful Christmas.
Yeah, same. Happy Honda days to all.
Yeah, or whatever you celebrate. 'Cause
Toyotathon.
Hanukkah's too, like right after Christmas Day.
Yeah.
Is that
it? I think so.
it's somewhere around there?
Yeah.
So happy Hanukkah, the what is it? Christmas Hanukkah Kwanzaa?
Oh, sure.
Is that a thing?
That sounds
It's
good.
all of it's honestly happy
Winter
Christmas,
solstice.
Harry.
That okay, actually that is a tradition Skylar and I have. It's not Christmas Eve, but every morning on Christmas, whoever wakes up first goes, "Happy Christmas, Harry." And the other goes, "Happy Christmas, Ron."
I am immediately thinking, and I know you were aware of this, of 56. Last year there were 37. The fact that you and Skylar did that is the best thing. I honestly still go back and look at it.
I love that. Thank you. Thanks for the views.
I need to download it so I can just have it on repeat.
Yeah.
36, counted them myself. Skylar, you nailed it.
He does an excellent Vernon.
Oh yeah, sorry. Okay.
All right.
Oh.
That's a horse Santa. Okay, we got it.
Happy.
Happy holidays. Merry Christmas.